she's finally here, my 2022 plate Fiat 500 Dolcevita in crossover black. Before I get to the interior, here's a little tour around the vehicle. Just one thing I want to tell you guys, I'm actually 5'10". I know that helps a lot of people when they're watching reviews of this tiny little compact car, because a lot of people think if you're tall, this won't be the car for you, but I'm really happy with it and I'm not exactly short. Okay, so some of you might know me as AmyTheFairy and that's why you're watching this. Others of you might just be wanting to see a Fiat 500 Dolcevita car tour. So I decided to do this one because when I was getting this car, I couldn't find any car tours in the UK, or really just in general, of the Dolcevita model. And so I thought, yeah, when mine comes, I'll do it. This is a Dolcevita standard, by the way. Unfortunately, right now, I could not afford the Dolcevita Plus, but she's still beautiful. And yeah, I'm really, really happy with her. She arrived today. Let's look at everything. I love all the chrome. The black and the chrome look so good. I'm loving these 15-inch alloy wheels. Let's go around the back. She is, of course, a hybrid. Now, she's only a mild hybrid, which means she charges up as you are braking and accelerating and in neutral, all that kind of stuff, you know. But basically, the battery is used to support the petrol system. I love this as well, the 500 there. As when you're under 30 miles an hour. This is the boot. It's actually quite a decent size. I wasn't expecting this as a tripod, which I was potentially going to use to film today. Just a bag full of other bags, because in the UK you have to pay for shopping bags and that is not the one. You could definitely fit like a large suitcase in here, and obviously the seats do go down as well. And then I've got some shoes just in case I'm ever out in non-driving appropriate shoes. So that's just a shot of the car through here. The reason I decided to go for the black as well is because it has black and white seats. I thought that it was nice for everything, the whole thing, to just be black, chrome and white, just monochrome, and it just looks really cool. So this is the inside. It's the black colorway. You got your black leather wrap steering wheel with all your controls on it. Got the Fiat badge, and yes, I did paint my nails specifically to match that for this video. What I absolutely love are these black and, let's say, off-white leather seats. They're actually so comfy and they look so nice. And I got these floor mats for it. They don't fit perfectly because they're from Amazon, but they were only £22, so I highly recommend those. I'll put a link in the description section for anybody looking for floor mats that are Fiat 500. Obviously there are two back seats, but really this is not a car that I would take lots of passengers on, but it's fine for short journeys and for children. I've got some hooks here to hang my coat on and stuff when I'm driving. There's speakers in the back there. I'm just going to sit in to show you the rest. So one thing I really did want when I was looking for a car was an electronic Speedo, which this one unfortunately does not have. But I find with the Fiat 500, because the speedometer is so big and clear, it doesn't affect me too much, even though I'm used to an electronic one. This is quite cool. You got your chrome handle here and you just click that in and your car is locked. My keys are in here, but obviously I would need to plug them in to start the ignition, which I will do to show you some cool stuff. I have a little side compartment here just with sunglasses, a must when you're driving. Then here we have two USB ports. This connects your phone to the screen, which is here, which I'll show you in a minute. I love this like sparkly interior. Like, what I love about the Fiat 500 is so funky and cool. And retro, and it's just kept its style over the years, which is cute. I also have this panoramic sunroof. Ooh, cute, right? But it does get very hot in here, I'm not going to lie, I'm boiling. Until you get the aircon on, it boils. And then down there, I just have, there's another big compartment for stuff, but that's just got hand sanitizer in, an absolute must. And that's the other door, yes. It's got 6 speeds, and then you have to lift up for reverse, which is another thing I have to get used to because my other car has 5. These are the windows, so it's a bit different. They're not on your side panel, they're here in the middle. This is like your aircon system, hun. That is your emergency lights or hazard warning lights. This is for city steering. Now, I don't think I'll ever use this because the steering is so light on these cars anyway, but that's what that is. So yeah, let me just show you when I turn on the car. Also, look how cute the key is. Like, everything just matches perfectly when you get it in black. Like, everything's black, chrome, white, and then maroon. Woo! So my other car, I don't actually have to plug in to turn on, but whatever. So you go like this, and then the screen comes on, which is just like adorable. You'll see it in a second when it powers up. Ooh. And I can't plug my phone in right now. Oh my god, thank goodness the aircon's kicking in, because I'm filming on it. But yeah, my phone would connect to that. I love, like, the seating position in the Fiat 500 is so good. It basically feels like you're in an SUV, and it's got a nice big windscreen. You can really see high up over the dash, which I absolutely love. That's a real plus of this car. Here you can see the Speedo. Unfortunately, this digital panel in the middle cannot show how fast you're going. And I think it's a bit silly, to be honest, because people would still upgrade to the Plus even if you let us have a really crappy looking, basic looking digital Speedo there. Because that whole light up panel is really attractive and people would still upgrade. So I think it's unfair. They could have easily put an electronic Speedo there, but I'm trying not to focus on that because that is the one thing I am really missing in this car. It's so zippy, guys, like, it's ridiculous. Like, I feel like it goes so fast. And there you can see on the right hand side you have the battery charge, and on the left you have how much petrol you've got. Guys, that was basically a really basic car tour of me and my car. I feel like you might want to see me drive it. Something to note, the Dolcevita does not have a built-in sat-nav. However, it does come with Apple CarPlay as standard, and it's really easy to use. Okay guys, so I actually put 60 miles on the clock yesterday. And that made me realise that there's a few extra things that I want to mention that I forgot to mention. I don't think I mentioned the gear stick position, but most people mention that in their Fiat 500 videos, but it's there instead of like sort of down here. I also didn't show you the glove compartment. Like, this glove compartment is really spacious. I actually have an SUV as well, and it doesn't have as much room in it as this glove compartment. I've got so much stuff in there, like some wipes to keep it clean, a cloth, some extra lightning chargers, a notebook, the like service book and everything, and there's still like loads of room, so that's really good. And the wheel nut lock. I love this little 500 logo as well. It's so cute. That's so glittery. You can't really tell how glittery it is, but it's really glittery. So I didn't mention that. Another thing to note is that the Dolcevita actually has 6 speakers instead of 4. So there's 2 in the front and then 1 in the back as well. And after driving a lot yesterday, there's me, hey, the sound system in here is actually really, really good. Like, it's so clear and it sounds really nice when you're driving, which I was expecting it to be a bit, I don't know, cheaper sounding, but it sounds good. Also, this screen, really super easy to use. It's in a really good position when you're driving. You barely have to take your eyes off the road to look at it. So that's really good. The screen's great. I've added some extra mirrors to my mirror. These are called blind spot mirrors. I use them for parking. I don't really use them to look at my blind spot, obviously, but I use them for parking because when they're out, they show that you're in the lines. They're really good. One negative, I guess, the steering wheel. This is only adjustable up and down. It is not adjustable in reach. So I actually do feel like a little bit, because I've got long legs, being 5'10", yeah. Like I have to be further away from the pedals, but then I feel like my arm is quite far away from the steering wheel. So that is not ideal. Might be feel a bit far away from this as well, but it might just be something I have to get used to, because I got weak arm muscles, you know. So I feel like that won't be a problem for too long, but that in my initial first feel for driving it, that is something that I noticed. I didn't show you these yesterday. They're just standard. There's no mirror in the driver's side one, so it doesn't encourage girls to do their makeup while driving. However, there is one in the passenger side, so if you want to do your makeup at some point, you can do it when you're parked, because you shouldn't be doing your makeup while driving anyway. Any woos. I do also love these white leather armrests on the doors. They're really cute, which is another thing I didn't really mention yesterday. Another thing, this is leather, this is leather. These middle sections here are fabric. So I'm going to get some fabric spray and treat them and hope that helps them get less stain. But these, I feel like over time, are going to be a little bit of an issue. We will see. Also, another thing, the seats are super comfy. They're really nice and sporty looking. They look amazing. Like, I love the seats. They're one of my favorite things about the car. They look incredible. But they're also super comfortable. I was so comfy driving all day yesterday. And also here, this is where your dipped headlights on. It's got auto headlights anyway, but that's your dipped headlight button. I feel like that's everything I wanted to tell you now. Now about the car. Little compartment there. Don't know if that'll put anything in there. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say really. Other than that, it's been really fantastic. It's super zippy, like I said before. Obviously, I always have my Jelly Belly air freshener. It smells super cherry in here. I love Jelly Bellies. Highly recommend them as well. This was a nightmare. I didn't know how to like get this. Obviously, open is easy, but get this off. You have to use your key. Play with it before you leave, because I made an idiot of myself at the petrol station yesterday. Also, just in case anybody doesn't know, because I didn't check before I got in my car, but when you turn your car on, I will show you quickly. I'm actually supposed to be on my way to work right now, but whatever. When you turn your car on, you see the little petrol thing here. Whatever direction that arrow is pointing, that is where your petrol cap is. So if you ever get in a car and you're like, shit, where's my petrol cap? That will show you where. It's a very good tip. It helped me yesterday. I think that's everything I wanted to mention. So yeah, enjoy your car, guys. If you decide to go for this car, enjoy it. It's a very lovable car, and I do think it's great. Okay everyone, so thank you for watching my car tour. I really hope you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments if you're getting yourself a Fiat 500. Let's go.